在今天的视频里，我们看的这个姑娘有点绿茶，看来绿茶是不分国界的。我们看一看吧。
And this is another scene from the very first episode.
Wouldn't it be great if you could ask a woman what she's thinking?
What a world that would be if you could just ask a woman what she's thinking.
Have you ever had that feeling?
You can tell more by actions than by words. Using your intuition and trusting your instincts. That's how you really know the heart of someone.
You know, instead, I'm like a detective. I gotta pick up clues. The whole thing's a murder investigation.
Have you ever seen the movie Detective Conan? I think it's an animation from Japan.
No, I don't know it.
How about the Sherlock Holmes?
There's so much that it was inspired by the story of Sherlock Holmes. We're going to be watching the clues and trying to figure out whether this woman likes him or not. So this is just a setup for this scene.
Right, listen. Don't get worked up because you're going to know the whole story the minute she steps off the plane.
Really? How?
Because it's all in the greeting.
Uh-huh.
All right, if she puts the bags down before she greets you, that's a good sign.
Right.
You know, anything in the lip area is good.
Lip area.
You know, a hug, definitely good.
Hug is definitely good.
Sure.
Although, what if it's one of those hugs where the shoulders are touching, the hips are 8 feet apart?
That's a brutal, I hate that.
You know how they do that?
Also, a shake is bad.
Shake is bad. Yeah. But what if it's the two-hander? The hand on the bottom, the hand on the top, the warm look in the eyes.
Hand sandwich.
Right.
Have you ever done that hand sandwich?
As soon as you hear that expression, it just works.
In some Europe countries, they will do that bijou, kiss your cheeks 3 times. It's kind of like this hand sandwich.
How is that like a hand sandwich?
It's like a face sandwich.
Someone who wants to be very warm with you will do more than shake your hand, but hold on to you for a moment. An older person, a person in authority, who is trying to express warmth to you. I don't think it's really appropriate here, but these guys are just being silly.
Well, it's open to interpretation because so much depends on the layering and the quality of the wetness in the eyes. That...
Guess who?
Hey, 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 hey.
That was embarrassing.
Is that a common way to greet?
No. I don't know whether I can hug you. Let me just show my enthusiasm.
I want to share a story here. My friend, she's Chinese also. She has some Hungarian friends. It's her first time to do that kiss cheeks. And they just don't know which side should start. It's very awkward. That a student, they happen to know each other. When they were about to say goodbye, the boy wanted to do that thing. She thought he wanted to get out, and and she just turned around. He thought, she refused to do that hug with me. He was laughed at by his friends. So awkward.
Good to see you. This is my friend George.
Hi. How are you?
This is Laura.
Sure, Laura, sure.
I can't believe you're here. Wow.
Oh,
The bag.
sure,
Let's
the
get
bag.
the bag.
Yeah, Laura, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Well, that was an interesting greeting. Did you notice that, George?
Yes, the surprise blindfold greeting. That wasn't in the manual.
Maybe there's a manual in their head.
This is a humorous way to pretend like there would be a manual in this situation. There is no actual manual.
In Chinese, we have 小九九. It's a very humorous way to say this manual thing.
So, what do you think?
Wow. This place isn't so bad.
Yeah, it kind of motivates me to work on the road.
He's the comedian. It's not work on the road. I'm confused.
He does. He goes touring. Remember, he met her in some other city where he was doing a show. That would be working on the road.
We call that 跑穴. 跑 is also related to road. How much do you think this apartment will cost him?
In Midtown, New York, at least $4,000 a month. But the first year of the show might have been late 80s. Well, that was a different time.
You have to work very hard on the road to guarantee that kind of life.
So, make yourself at home.
But the problem is there's no place like home.
Pretending almost like you're at home.
We say 别客气,像自己家一样. Don't rest on ceremony. You can act like you're at home.
The translation they give right here is what?
随意一些吧，随意 be careful.
So, can I get you anything? Bread, water, salad dressing?
Actually, do you have any wine?
Yeah, I think I do.
Is it common to offer someone bread, water, and salad dressing
One of the hallmarks of this show is they do stuff
that normal people won't do?
right. They take liberty when they write this material. Look in your fridge and you have only two things there. And would you like some mustard?
In China, usually we will offer snacks when your guests or friends just arrive.
Oh, do you mind if I turn this down?
No, yeah, go right ahead. Yeah.
Jerry, I was wondering, would it be possible, and if it's not, fine, for me to stay here tomorrow night too?
Is this really happening?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why don't you stay? Yeah.
They have a carpet. It's proper to take off your shoes.
He is simply taking off his shoes because she did. She walked onto that carpet with her shoes, but she only took them off to make her feet more comfortable. Now, I always take off my shoes in my house or apartment. It was just preserving the household floor. A lot of people do, but it's not the norm in North America. In this scene, it's not related to that. It's simply about getting comfortable. He's actually just trying to keep up with her.
In China, we will take off our shoes before we get into the room. We will change into slippers. We even prepare lots of them for the guests. I heard a lot of complaints about the American carpet. The babies will play on the carpet.
I did have a dog in the house. If the dog came in from outdoors and tramped around, it felt a little bit wrong.
What is your schedule for tomorrow? Are you doing anything?
Well, no, I'd love to do something. I have my seminar in the morning, but after that I'm wide open.
Really? What would you like to do?
Well, no, I know this sounds touristy, but I just love to go on one of those 5-hour boat rides around Manhattan.
Have you ever been on a boat ride around Manhattan?
That sounds like a lot of boat. I have taken the ferry. In Manhattan, one of the really nice things to do is you can take a free ferry ride to Staten Island, there and back, and you get a view of the
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, we could do that. Why not? Why not? I'm really glad you're here. Yellow. Yes. Yes, she is. Hold on. It's for you.
Hello? Hi. No, it was great. Right on time. No, I'm going to stay here tomorrow. Yes, it's fine. No, we're going on a boat ride. Don't be silly. I'm not going to have this conversation. Look, I'll call you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Never get engaged.
Were any of us good detectives?
To be honest, I didn't know she's engaged.
Why no ring? She has concealed this in order to take advantage of his hospitality. She did not want to pay for a place to stay in Manhattan, and she wanted to do a tourist trip.
You're engaged?
You really have no idea what it's like until you actually do it. I'm on this emotional roller coaster.
Now Jerry is the one who is on the emotional roller coaster.
You're engaged?
I can't believe it myself sometimes. You have to start thinking in terms of we. It's a very stressful situation.
You're engaged.
Now let's talk about poor me because I'm engaged. Rather than I have fooled you into promising to host me for 2 nights and take me on a boat trip.
5 hours. Poor Jerry.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
You really like him. Yeah, I can't wait to get on that boat.
Me too.
In Chinese, we have a 绿茶婊. Literally, it means green tea. That B word. Green tea is very innocent, very naive, pure. From the appearance, very nice girl. But inside is the B word.
Right now, he's trying to keep up pretenses. But there's got to be at some point where he just says, no, I'm not taking this.
They already told her they will go on that boat ride. There's no turn around. Jerry was stepping into her trap.
You know, this absolutely happened to me one time. It wasn't a girl. It was a couple. We had never met this couple before, but through a mutual friend, we had offered them to stay in our place. They came into the house like such great friends and so excited. They had gotten me excited about doing something I wasn't really interested in the first place. And then it didn't happen. We took them on a tour of Washington, D.C., gave them some great meals. We had great guests over. I've even taken time off of work. They seemed very warm and friendly. We had never known them before, and we never heard from them again. Not so much as a thank you. You're happy to do it thinking genuine people, interesting, connected people that it will be great to form a relationship with, and none of that. It was just, they used us for 3 solid days.
They just used your place like couch surfing.
Except that we had a really nice guest bedroom, free transportation, and tour guides.
So they don't bring you a gift. Usually the first time strangers meet, they will bring a gift or something.
They did bring a gift for someone else, and I think we brought them over to those other people to give their gift to them.